Today we are comparing 6 extremely popular 4K webcams. The OBSBOT Tiny 3 is a sponsored inclusion, but it will be tested just like the rest. And we're gonna start with a webcam that has been requested the most by all of you. This is the YoloCam S3. It's a very new one. I have never tested it before, but it should be amazing. I can already say that it's pretty heavy and it looks and feels pretty beefy. Besides the webcam, it comes with a very strong magnetic stand. You can use this to also position it vertically. Let's test what it looks like. It's about $200 on Amazon. Alright, you should be seeing the webcam right now. I've been playing around a bit with the settings here on the left, and look at the quality of my eye when I zoom in. Look how sharp this is, and also look at how good the autofocus is. One of the settings here on the left is AI parameters, and if you click on start, it takes almost a minute, but it calibrates your whole webcam, and it actually fixed my colors a bit. The hair was a bit too red, for example, and it's fixed. So for this webcam, you can get either 4K 30 FPS, which it is at right now, obviously, or you can set it to 1080p 60 FPS. Also, when I go further away, the autofocus is still working. It is focusing on my face, and it is just so quick. It is absolutely insane. There is also a very extensive color setup here on the left. It takes a screenshot of your webcam and then you can just select the color, adjust how that color should be displayed. You can also go to professional here, do a bunch of stuff, but for most people watching this video, these options will be great. Next, we have the OBSBOT Tiny 3. This is an auto tracking webcam and I'm becoming a bigger and bigger fan of them. Content creation used to be just sitting in front of your PC playing games, and that has definitely changed. Having an auto tracking webcam that always keeps you in the frame no matter where you are moving. This is my camera, by the way. That is super useful. In the box, you're getting a premium carrying case, a USB cable, USB to USB-C converter, and then the webcam, which connects magnetically to this monitor stand. All right, and then this is what it looks like, and I think this is just as sharp. The sensor is the same size as the previous one, as the YoloCam S3. Now, many people are interested in these auto tracking webcams. I can see it moving on the screen and it is very satisfying. There are hand gestures, by the way. If you do this, for example, it will zoom in. The autofocus is also very quick, so that's a good thing. You can record in high FPS if you want. There's AI tracking options. You can track yourself or it can track a group. You can also say that it should keep your upper body in the frame. Let's move further. Now it will zoom in, and then as I get closer, it will always keep the same part in the frame. Of course, now it can't because I'm just too close to the webcam. And this autofocus is also very quick. I'm not sure if I talked about it, but it's quicker than the previous one. The webcam does support HDR. White balance right here. Let's set it to auto. Maybe I should have done that sooner because my face might have been too red before. There are also AI beauty filters right here. This is not really for my audience, so I'm not gonna go too much into it. Now, there is also gonna be another auto tracking webcam in this video, so I'm very curious, but this is definitely very impressive. Next, we have a webcam I am very curious for. This is the Razer Kiyo V2, and I have tested the complete Razer lineup before. We had the budget version, budget with a ring light, upgraded budget version, kind of mid-range, and then this was ultra high-end. Basically, all of these were good deals in terms of image quality, but had bad autofocus. This one was by far the worst. So my hope is that they fix this with their upgrade. You have the Kiyo V2, and then you have the Kiyo V2X, which I don't have. It's the budget version of this one. The one we're testing right now is 150 bucks. I am very curious. It definitely looks more premium than the previous webcams. So this is what it looks like. I like it, it's pretty heavy. Now, the cable is USB-C to USB-C and apparently with no adapter. So do take that into account if you're buying this. Let's check it out. All right, the webcam should be recording right now, and I had quite some problems with this one. I will quickly show you what it looked like before. It was extremely over-sharpened. There was some weird processing going on. I used the options in Razer Synapse to try and fix the image. I also went to the bottom here to this setting, which allowed me to reduce the sharpness quite a bit, and this was absolutely necessary. And then in the processing tab here on the top, I also enabled all the noise reduction options, and then this way I was able to adjust it just enough. It is still very sharp. As you can see, once it focuses, it looks very sharp. Probably still a bit too sharp, but I already reduced the sharpness so much. However, this one is definitely better. If I move very close, you will see that it takes a bit, and then now it's sharpened. I will move away, it takes a while, now it's sharpened. It is quite good. However, this webcam costs, I think, around $150. And so that means that it is almost in competition with the YoloLiv S3. It is $200 instead of $150. But I mean, if you remember the quality of this webcam before when we checked it out, the quality of this webcam right here was absolutely insane. The autofocus was super quick. I definitely like this one much better than the Razer Kiyo V2. All right, next we have one I am very curious for. This is the Elgato Facecam 4K. It is brand new. I have never checked it out. Now, in my opinion, Elgato didn't do that well with their previous webcams. They were either too expensive or they just weren't up to par with other budget options. And this webcam here is the one that should change this. In the packaging, you're getting a stand, then a USB-C cable, and of course also the webcam. Now, unlike some of the other webcams, it is not magnetic. You need to screw it on. Now, this is not necessarily a problem, but I do like how premium the other webcams feel with the magnetic stand. The USB-C cable plugs here into the back. The webcam itself is pretty light. It feels almost hollow. And before we go on, one thing I should mention, this webcam is 4K 60 FPS. It's the only one out of all of these webcams that does that. But let's connect it to the PC to see what it looks like. I quickly updated the firmware and I just checked the price. It is $200. So it should definitely look very good to beat the other webcams. I do not like the colors or the resolution right now, but we will have to fix this, I guess. Okay, I think I kind of fixed it. I had to choose manual white balance because if I set it to automatic, it gets confused with all the blue behind me. However, that is not a good thing because the other webcams did manage that. And right now you should be able to see me full screen in full quality. One thing I forgot to mention, this webcam does not have autofocus. It is fixed focus from a specific distance, probably about this range till probably about this range. I'm not sure, but it should all kind of be in focus unless I move too far away. And yeah, this is a quality that you can expect from the Elgato Facecam 4K. And before I forget, it also does not have a microphone. Alright, then the next webcam we're checking out is the Logitech MX Brio. Now, this is not a new webcam. I've also tested it before. I do take good care of the webcams though. But the reason that this, by the way, it opens like this. The reason that this webcam is included is that first of all, it is ultra wide 4K, which means it will have a very wide field of view, which some people definitely like. The second reason is that it's a quality product because it's $200, but also as it has existed for a while, it is also available used or renewed, and you could possibly get a good deal on this. What I think is that it will be the same price as this if you buy it used or renewed, and I think it will beat this one, but I think it will not beat the YoloCam S3. And by the way, I keep mentioning the other webcams, but I just wanted to mention that the OBSBOT Tiny 3 has the insane quality of the other ones, or for example the YoloCam S3, but it does include auto tracking. So if you want that insane quality we've been having in this video, but you want auto tracking, then this one is the way to go. A few times during testing here, I had to re-record the segment because I was a bit off and I was a bit to the side of the webcam. I did not have that with this one because it just kept me in the frame. Anyway, let's test the Logitech MX Brio Ultra. Alright, I made a few adjustments to the image with the normal settings, of course, and I think it looks as good as it can look right now. The autofocus is definitely very good. Let's move further away and see how long it takes. That wasn't too long. I didn't even see it, but it's very small on my screen. Let's see how long it takes right now. It takes a bit and then it focuses. So I think it's about the same as the Razer one. However, the background doesn't look as noisy as with the Razer Kiyo V2. I think the colors also look better. I should check on PC, but it also looks sharp without looking artificially sharpened. Like right now, it is just high resolution sharp, that's it. And I definitely like the image. It's just that it has been made with technology from a year ago, and that might have an impact when we're comparing all of them back to back, which we will do very shortly, because the last one we're gonna check out is the Insta360 right now. This is the new flagship auto tracking webcam of Insta360. It comes with a stand that is also magnetic, and then the cable does seem to be very long. Actually, it's pretty normal. I will install the software and then we can check out how good we can make this look. All the image settings are set to automatic, and right now you should be able to see me in full screen. I'm recording in OBS right now, so this is the full quality When I move closer like with the other webcams, this is the autofocus performance. When I move a bit and then it has to refocus, I think it's also very quick like the other ones. I feel like my hair is not looking perfect in terms of color. I do feel like the sideways tracking is smoother than when I move up and down. Like right now it does not track me yet, and then at some point it will see me and then it will quickly readjust. I've seen it happening a lot. Alright, as promised, here are all the webcams we tested in this order. Starting now, I am going to loop all the webcams while giving my quick thoughts, and then after you check out all of them back to back, I will tell you my opinion, which webcams I like the most and for which reason. It is probably harder to choose between the auto tracking webcams because they are both amazing. They both track very well. They look very good. The image looks amazing. The auto tracking is amazing. But between the other four, for me, it is pretty clear which one I like the most. I will give you the reasoning behind my choices. And I also want to mention that all these webcams are linked in the description. They are affiliate links, but they help me make these videos, buy this gear. So if you want to check out any of these products, the official listings are linked below. And yeah, which one will be the winners in this video? As I mentioned before, for the auto tracking webcams, they are both great options and it might come down to personal preference. I have tested Insta360 before, and also in the previous video I thought that it looked a bit too processed, a bit too over sharpened. I did see the same thing right now, but some people prefer that. I will quickly show both options next to each other right now in case you want to make a direct comparison. I will also include the part where I move closer and they focus on my eye, so maybe this helps you to make the choice. I like the OBSBOT one better. It's also the reason I work with them a lot. I like the color science they apply to the webcams, but you can make your choice. For the other normal 4K webcams, for me the choice is very clear. The YoloLiv YoloCam S3. I had seen very good reviews of this webcam, so I was looking forward to checking it out. And honestly, if I was looking for a static, non-auto tracking 4K high quality webcam that would replace a camera or something, this is absolutely insane. People will genuinely barely see the difference between a $4,000 camera and then this webcam right here. I will show you a comparison next to each other right now. The difference is negligible if you know that this is below $200. The Elgato one, I don't like the fixed focus where it doesn't autofocus exactly on your eye. And then the Razer, I mean, I think I'm kind of done with Razer webcams. They just never deliver. I'm not sure. For me, these are my two favorites. If I have to choose two, one for the auto tracking and then one as a static 4K webcam. Again, all of these, but especially these two, will be linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching these videos. I love making them. I will link another video right there that might be interesting, and I will link other comparison videos in the description. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I will see you in my next video. Have a nice day.